get started.
All right.
Good evening. Calling the regularly scheduled Public Works and Public Utilities Committee meeting to order. Has attendance been taken?
Yes.
Okay. Will you join me in Pledge of Allegiance?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, we'll start out with any comments from citizens this evening. And we'll close comments from citizens. Moving on to Public Works. So, activity reports in the packet. Bill, anything you want to point out? Anything?
I would say probably the big thing we worked on was just getting the streets ready for paving, replacing curb and gutter, rebuilding inlets on Allen and also Reed Street, and then grading and getting shoulders on Allen, or Rollins and West Lake be ready to pave, so that was probably the biggest thing we got done. And then placed several culverts and did quite a bit of ditch cleaning.
When's the painting supposed to be done? Weather.
Weather related, hopefully here, hopefully, next couple of weeks we'll have a pretty big dent in it. We've got quite a bit already. We started on the crosswalks today and got quite a few done. And then the paint sprayer said had a hiccup, broke the pull rope in the spring, and while it was completely full of paint, and we managed to get it going again so we could get it cleaned out. But we got to have new spring in the morning, so.
Okay. Any questions on the activity report?
Got a lot of good comments, got a lot of good feedback about the streets and electric department working and everybody working together to get things done and coordinated and finished. So a lot of good stuff coming in from the public. It always is because they can see it. But
Yep.
thanks for everybody's effort, I'll say that. So
On the street, South Columbia, where they're doing the concrete, Boyd's finishing that stretch out there, hopefully pretty soon. Trying to get his concrete guy back. Christensen will be back to tie that into No Chance. There's gonna be a short tie-in right there that'll have to be done. And we're also gonna have him do right here by the car wash whenever that's done. So, that's side street there, cause it's getting pretty bad with all the in and out traffic, so. We'll get that done.
Okay. Anything on streets? Sanitation? Storm sewer? Other?
They're full right now.
Yes, they are. Is there anything else for you? No? Okay. Move on to water and sewer. Matt?
Big things we did last month were get the primary and secondary clarifiers cleaned. One of the 2 times we do that yearly. Did it while it was a little warmer this time versus a little colder. Big projects was the 2-inch water service that we installed for the car wash. Seems to be a hot topic lately. Other than that, normal service installations and nothing crazy happening.
Okay. Anything specific for water? So we get to the sewer. We've got the report or update from Bartlett and West.
The only thing that's really probably that they're doing on the sewer that we've got a little issue with, that we're trying to get worked out with them, I think we're at DNR's mercy. We had asked back in June and got permission in a meeting when all of us met and talked to DNR that the farmers could go ahead and start their basins that they have to build. And there would also be one on the city out here to overflow too. And this weather problem might have changed our mind too, but August is usually the best time for that to happen. Our farmers didn't plant crops where they're planning on putting these. And DNR didn't do anything between June they posted the public review, which is another 30 days. Plus, they said probably 2 weeks to review that. So we're probably looking at September 15th through the 24th maybe before we can get the okay to do that. And last year at this time, we started raining and didn't stop till May. So if that happens, that's gonna cause some major issues with our sewer project. Because that's gonna put everything in 1 year. And it's really gonna, it could possibly make them not have to be able to plant another crop again. So I hate taking it out of their hands for something we didn't do anything to, but. So we're a little aggravated. Bartlett has been talking to DNR, and I've sent emails, and we tried to be nice and polite, but
You didn't get anything back from here.
didn't
Finally,
even hear
they
anything.
didn't respond to you.
No.
As I read through this, I didn't like some of the wording used, a lot of wishy-washy, non-committal responses. You know, somebody tells me something slightly over budget, and okay, slightly is not very definitive. They're shooting for the deliverable to the DNR by 8/24. It's a little worrisome when you get vague answers like that. How much risk do you think we really have here?
Well, and Gary's gone this week. I really kind of wish he'd been around because we've got a lot of questions on the table that really need to get answered, and I might have him come next month to the meeting, kind of explain what's going on and where we're at. I think it'd be a good time to update this. 'Cause we got a lot of stuff, we've got to have this ready to go for bid in January. And we're a long ways from that right now, so.
Is there anything you need from us?
I don't know, if we can't get DNR to do anything, that's,
Their answers were very definitive. No, you may not start until you have this done. And so there's a public hearing, public notice that had to be posted. They mailed that to us. It was dated the 7th. And it is out here on the bulletin board. We sent a picture today. We received it today. We posted it today. But they're going by the date that they sent it, which was the 7th, 30 days from then. So the comment period is through 5 PM on September 8th.
Anybody else have any questions on that?
No, I think that getting him up there would be good next month, so we can grill him on that.
Okay. Matt, anything for other?
I'm good.
Okay. Moving on to electric, activity reports in the packet. Jeff, think you want to point out?
We spent most of the month over on Reading Denton, getting all the underground put into each house. The primary run down through there, and we wrecked out all of our transformers and all the service drops overhead. I mean, our stuff is gone. So it's up to socket charger. That was the biggest thing. Still working on the capacitor bank, the automation for that. I turned in paperwork the other day, last week. I mean, say most of the time we were reading in just new services here and there, you know.
Anything for generation and purchase? Distribution? Other?
Well, I'm hoping we're gonna start replacing meters next Monday. That's been said a couple of Mondays now. But I talked to them the other day and they acted like they were going to be here the 17th. Start replacing all of them.
How long will that process take? I mean, they're gonna come in and do a turnkey, right? I mean,
Oh, probably 4 or 5 weeks. I mean, you know, they gotta knock on every door,
sure.
you know, and they gotta try to get in backyards and put their gates. Supposedly they do about, there's 2 guys, as far as I know, there's still 2 guys coming. And they can do about 250 each a week. So there's about 2,300 meters that they're gonna replace. And that won't be all of them, but that'll be all the residential. And
move on to other, Director of Public Works and Utilities monthly report. Mike, anything?
Talked about the asphalt, we got our soil samples, we did everything passed for the farmers to build the basins, we just need to get that going. We had a meeting with Boyd Harrison, Ron Stewart, and Jeremy Sapp out on Columbia Street. They're gonna have to take some of that curb that they put in out, it's too up and down, and we've got some bad spots, it's gonna hold water, and we're not gonna get it to the drain, I'm afraid it's gonna hold up. So they're gonna have to come in, cut some of that out, and then redo it, and then start. If it hadn't rained Saturday, they might have had that road graded enough that it'd been ready for Stewart to come in and start putting the concrete down. The only other thing I've got is Jeff Sims had an electric panel go bad on one of his pivots, and that was gonna be about $6,200 just to replace that, so that will be upcoming.
Anybody got any questions? Any as may arise?
Make a motion, we adjourn.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. All in favor? Aye. All opposed? We are adjourned.
Does anyone need a break?
No.